In today's video, we're gonna be trying out some pretty crazy makeup hacks that I found on TikTok. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. The first thing we're gonna try is this brow brush that's been going viral for a while now. It's got this unique square shape that allows you to create these fluffy hair-like strokes in seconds. Can you imagine that? Filling in your whole eyebrow, but it takes seconds. So it's great for those of you who lack brow hairs or have sparse areas, but it could also be used to add in more brow hairs in your existing shape. I've also seen videos of people using this on their hairline to draw in actual hairs. So I finally got my hands on one that's similar. We need to try this out. In the video, she used a mixture of a brow pomade and Inglot fluid line. I'm just gonna mix it on my palette here. And apparently the trick is to just dip like the tip. Let me do a practice run on my hand first, just to make sure I've got the right consistency and I can kind of use this brush. I need a lot more practice, but I feel like I get how to use this brush. I just need to finesse it more. So the trick is to like make your mixture a little bit more watery so it doesn't dry out and you don't have to re-dip your brush. Here are my practice brows. These last two were probably the best looking ones. I'm gonna attempt to just add a little bit more hairs here and to the ends of my brow. I feel nervous. If you already have hairs, you could probably use it to add like those first few strands, but I just feel like it's quite dark, a little bit dark. But not bad, not bad. It does work if you want like a bolder brow, if you have existing brows, but I feel like it would definitely work if you don't have any brows because you're faking those hairs. The hard part is trying to get that consistency because I feel like there's a lot of variables. Like if you dip too much product, if the product's too liquidy, it kind of just meshes all together and you don't really see the hairs. I'm just gonna draw another brow on top. Shall we do that? To just give you an idea of how it would look if you have no brows. No. What happened? It looked good on my arm-ish. Oh no, now I've just blended it all together. No, hold on. Give me a sec. I am back with my badly blocked out brow. I tried my best, watched a couple tutorials only to realize that I didn't have a glue stick to block out my brows. So I just used what I had lying around. Suddenly this brow looks really good, right guys? Like if you just looked at it on its own, it's actually not bad. This can simulate a sparse brow that you might have and you know, you're wondering if this product is gonna be good for you. Well, let's just test it out. I didn't even practice drawing this side. I only drew like one side of the brow. Oh no. It's all going downhill. I mean,
it's that bad. It looks like a brow.
I guess in real life, if you're in this situation, you can conceal underneath and clean it up. I can't really clean it up because I've got layers of powder and concealer trying to block out this brow, but you get the gist. I just think it's pretty hard to use this brush for the average person. Like, I know how to do makeup and I know how to control the brush, but I don't know how to control this brush. It is very hard. My arm brows look way better than my actual face brow, so. Let's not lose hope because there's still another use for this brush, the hairline. Can you guys even take me seriously when I have brows like this? I'm sorry, you just have to put up with this. I'm gonna use the same mixture and just draw hair-like strokes here and have it sort of like contour my face to make my forehead look smaller. So let's try that. Ooh. I've loaded my brush up again. I changed the consistency a little bit so that I could do longer lines. The trick is to just swatch on your arm first. If we compare the second side, this side looks way better than this side. So I feel like my hairline it does look more natural. What do you guys think? I definitely like the brush better as a hairline brush as opposed to a brow brush. I feel like with this, at least it's a little bit more forgiving when it's on your hairline. Like no one's really gonna be looking there and judging each hair stroke. Whereas your brows, they frame your face. So it's just like smack bang when someone looks at you. So you need them to look decent, you know, presentable. Not like this. Let's move on to the next hack.
This makeup artist claims that if you add a white base under your foundation, it'll look like you have a makeup filter on.
There is no way. You start adding your foundation. Okay, this is so trippy. It's freaking me out.
Oh my god, you guys. Why does this look so good? It's giving filter.
I can't believe this actually worked.
So I want to test this out on half my face and apply normal foundation so we can compare. Oh my god. I already think this is gonna be a massive fail. Let's not hate it until we try it. I'm using a cream base here. I look like a clown. I don't even know whoever came up with this and how they came up with it, because why would you just apply like clown paint to your face before doing makeup?
What kind of tutorial are you guys doing today? Oh, we're just turning myself into a clown.
I don't know, TikTok comes up with the weirdest stuff, but sometimes it works, so. All right, so now when you look like a blank piece of A4 paper, you know you're doing it right. We can move on to the next step. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Do I look like the wall blended to the curtains? For foundation, I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation. Normally, I mix the two together to create my color. Just thinking about color theory, I would need the darker foundation on top of the white to get my regular color. But am I just overthinking it? Now I'm going to go in with foundation. Problem is, I don't normally apply foundation to my whole face, especially like a thick layer like this, but because I have this white mask on, I will need to use a lot more foundation. I feel like I need a darker shade. I'm just using a tapping motion to see if this is better. I don't want to disrupt my amazing white base underneath. I hate this. I don't know when it's gonna look better, but I'm waiting, patiently waiting for the results to wow me instead of scare me. Slap it in place. So my white base is covered now. Do I look flawless? I look crazy, right? Let's just see what this side would look like with just foundation so we can get a better comparison. Look at how much darker this side looks. Why do I look so white? Here's a side by side so you guys can compare. Can I just say that I have no idea why this white base would be better, because look at the difference, guys. I just look like a ghost. I actually applied a darker foundation, but it still turned out to be a lot lighter than this side. Now, if I'm critiquing on the texture, I don't really see a big difference, but maybe it's because I don't have problematic skin, so I'm probably not the best person to try this on. But does it give me like a flawless filter effect? There's some effect it's giving me. I don't know if I would like it though. To make this work, you need to apply a lot more foundation to cover up the white. It doesn't actually feel heavy because of the products I use, but it looks heavy as, like it looks thick, it looks cakey. Cake, like a sponge cake, like a vanilla sponge cake. Next up, we have a contouring technique, guys. If you have a lot of time on your hands and you just want to kill a couple hours, you gotta try this contouring technique out. I'm gonna call it the spiral of doom. So basically you grab, I feel like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 shades, and just start to spiral out from your nose. So once you blend it out, voila, it is flawless. And it only takes you like 2 hours. I feel like by the time I'm done, I don't even know if I'll be able to blend this out. It'll be like set.
I feel like you messed up.
I messed up already. I'm like, wait, how is this supposed to connect? We're off to a great start. I'm a mom, I don't have 2 hours to kill. I want to do this in like 10 minutes. You don't realize that you also need like 4 different brushes to do this with. My circles are kind of like wide. My spiral of doom is complete. Now let's blend it out. Where do I even start to blend? I'm gonna work in sections and then blend. Oh my God, has it set? Oh, I have to blend a little bit harder than usual because I think most of the products are set. Oh my God, it's set. What do I do? I'm basically rubbing it off almost now. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm exfoliating myself with this brush. That's how hard I am freaking rubbing to get this to blend. I'm malfunctioning. I'm on a downward spiral. This bicep. These aren't shoulder pads, guys. It's my biceps.
What is it?
I blended so much it increased my testosterone. 10 hours later, I am done blending and this is the final result. What do we think? It is no surprise that the whole spiral of doom contouring was a complete waste of time. When I was finished with the spiral contouring, everything was already set. So blending it out was just like a little bit of like a torture massage on my skin mixed with a bit of exfoliating with a makeup brush. The end result, I feel like it's very underwhelming. My face does not look flawless because it semi looks irritated underneath. I feel like I have red patches underneath my skin from exfoliating so hard. I mean, blending so hard. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. So I stumbled across this forked eyeliner. It's basically an eyeliner with two little tips that you can use to draw in lower lashes. Pretty cool, right? If you want perfect lower lashes, why not draw them in? I did a quick test on the back of my hand and it looks really promising, guys. I'm so excited. I feel like because my eye is like not a flat surface, it's thrown me off. I'm gonna stretch that skin down. Why? I had really high hopes for this. I think that's gonna be my best attempt so far. In theory, I felt like it would be easy to do, but in actual fact, because there's so much like folds and my eye is not like a flat surface, it's actually a lot harder to use. Though I feel like I could still use it like as a liner, right? I definitely need more practice, but from a distance, it doesn't look so bad, right? Up close, it looks like I've just drawn on my lashes, so it's pretty obvious, but it's not a complete fail. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. If you guys are new here, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!